Padres are mashing at Fenway. Another huge win today, 11-1. A blowout yesterday. Jackson Merrill, I mean, what a story this is, right? We already know how cool it has been, how fun it has been to see Jackson Merrill be in the big leagues and have as much fun as he is having and perform in his rookie year with the Padres, transitioning from shortstop to center field in spring training and being one of like the leaders by example, I feel like, already on this team. But this story of how he grew up a Red Sox fan, his dad was a Red Sox fan, his mom was an Orioles fan. I believe they're from the Baltimore area. But Merrill and his family, I believe, went to a few Red Sox games in his life. And he grew up a big Dustin Pedroia fan. When Petey got hurt, then it was Bogey. And so now he is playing on the same team as Bogarts. And in this series, he goes to Fenway and he hits multiple home runs. Obviously, he homered yesterday, and then he homers twice today. It's just a really cool story, Like, it was probably one of his dreams to homer at Fenway Park one day as a big leaguer, and now look what he's doing. He is doing that, and it's not as a member of the Red Sox, but it's on a really fun team, a contending baseball team, and he's still in the big leagues getting to do it as a starting player, as a rookie, as a 21-year-old. So I think that's really cool. And Scan on the broadcast today was talking with, I believe Jenny is her name, Jackson's mom. Just, I thought that was a great conversation as well. It's just some of those things in baseball that make this sport so awesome, right? Just because you don't really see that, right? In other sports, the big league debut, the rookie year, and you've got them interviewing the parents and their story, going to games, and you see it in other sports, like you're a fan growing up and then you perform in the big leagues, whatever league it is, right? But just I don't know, there's just something about baseball, and Fenway probably has something to do with it, right? With these specific circumstances. But Jackson Merrill, yeah, rookie of the year conversation, of course, all-star conversation, yes. Now, I did see someone on social media say, like, this is Mike Trout rookie level. That's a stretch. Go look at Mike Trout's rookie year. I'm not saying 2011. I'm saying 2012, his real rookie year, when I believe he won rookie of the year there. His OPS was like over 900. It was nuts. Jackson Merrill's not there, but he is impressive. Is it fair to say he's outperforming expectations? Because I think there were expectations on him. I mean, Merrill was the main talking point in spring training. But were we expecting him to transition seamlessly to center field and be one of the top producers on the team? I don't think that a majority of people were saying that. I think, and rightfully so, questioning if Merrill was ready for the big leagues. Was he being rushed because of AJ Preller's roster construction? It turns out that Jackson Merrill, yeah, he was ready to go. And the talent evaluators with the Padres know what they're talking about. Schilt knows what he is seeing. And so it's just a great story. I love watching this guy, and he's dancing in the outfield. And Don even mentioned during the broadcast how, you know, us fans, we've been saying this, feels like, right, all year so far. But Don was even mentioning how, did he say vibe? I forget exactly what he said, but this team is different from last year. It's pretty clear that this team has something different, and they really love each other, and they're so happy to see other people succeed. Manny, obviously, with the big day today, and he's back, is what it seems like, which is awesome to see, especially with the question marks with the elbow, right? Because there was a reason to be concerned, like, no doubt about that. So it's great to see that he's back. But when Merrill had his moment today, him going yard, Manny that was like his biggest smile that I've seen. I mean, we saw it. I was about to say the biggest smile that I've seen on his face all year. We saw it during the Nat series, right? That just happened, but I mean, he was so happy for Merrill rounding the bases, and then the celebration by outside the dugout. Uh, like they're just it seems like this team, they're just so together, and that is so awesome to watch. I don't know about you guys, but I am just so enjoying watching this team on a daily basis. I know that sometimes it's maddening, right, when they're losing against teams that they shouldn't be losing against, but especially now they're playing their best baseball that they've played this year probably. And let's remember, there's no Musgrove, there's no Darvish, there's no Tatis, there's no Bogarts. I could say, well, imagine what's going to happen when those guys come back, but I don't even want to think about that right now. I just want to think about how great this team is right now. Because those are question marks. We'll see when they come back. But right now, I just want to focus on how fun this team is to watch right now. And the Red Sox coming in, they were outperforming expectations. And by the way, the starter that the Padres faced today, Tanner Houck, he led the American League in ERA among starting pitchers going into today, and the Padres dropped 7 earned runs on him. The only pitcher in this game that the Padres didn't score off of was Dom Smith in the ninth inning, and the the batters were like Bryce Johnson, Brett Sullivan, I forget who the other was, but yeah, it's not like it was like the top hitters either. So it was just a lot of banging from this Padres team these last couple of days. 9 left on base still in this game, and that's how many runs that they scored. Ha-Sung Kim with the single in the second. Manny with 2 homers. I don't understand why Tanner Houck went with the slider again to Manny, his second home run that he hit there in that 5th inning to make it 8-0, and it was like, "Okay, wow. This is a party that we're having right now watching this game." I don't know why I went back. It was like the same location, by the way, too. Maybe like a couple inches off from where the first homer pitch location was, but it was right there. And Manny did the same thing, homer. Jackson Merrill, his going on the hitting it over the green monster, like that's something that he probably dreamed of, like I mentioned earlier, as a kid, hitting homers over the green monster. Because if you grow up as a Red Sox fan, that's probably what it's like. Like, the green monster obviously is what we think of Fenway Park. Sure, you could say pesky pole, but I mean, hitting it over the green monster, that's got to be a bucket list item, a dream that maybe you don't even think about because, like, how realistic is that? When you're 12 or however, whenever Jackson was dreaming of playing in the big leagues. But it's just so awesome. Such an amazing story. One of the great stories for this Padres team this season. And I know Jackson Merrill is one of the top prospects. It's not like he came out of nowhere, but rookie year, moving to a different position. There was the outfield questions. We were wondering, like, okay, how is he going to do in his rookie year? And it's June 29th. There's still a long ways to go to finish his rookie year. But man, is this promising or what? Through today, 778 OPS, 288 average. How many homers does he have now on the year? Let's see here. 12 home runs, 42 runs driven in. Was I expecting 12 home runs from Jackson Merrill and we're not through June yet? No, I was not. I was ma I mean, maybe he was gonna get to 12, 15 by the end of the year, and I was like, "Yeah, that would be good." But right now, what is he on pace for right now? Way more than that. He's almost already at the 15 homer mark. So, I've probably been just, you know, blabbering about here about Jackson Merrill, but I mean, I don't know what there else is for me to say. I feel like I keep talking about Merrill and how impressed I am by him and how fun he is to watch, but that's really what I got. And then Manny today, obviously, with his big offensive day, Crony had an RBI single as well. Brett Sullivan even homering. Like it was a party today for Padres fans, us watching this game today. No doubt about that. And I don't want to just skip over the pitching. Michael King today, I thought he pitched well. 6 innings, 1 earned run, 6 punch outs. His ERA is down to 3.61. And man, he's got that strikeout stuff. He's got that, hey, we can use you in a postseason series. And not just use you, but you can help us go win a baseball game. Not keep us in a game, but go 6 innings and give up 1, 2 earned runs. He has that ability, and he's shown it multiple times this year. There's been some inconsistency there. So, it's a long ways away. Still got to make the postseason, obviously, but there is that talent there in Michael King. This is a talented baseball team. And they've won what, 5 in a row? They're 5 games over 500, 46 and 41, and you can't take these wins away. So it is huge that they go on this run here. Like, this is what we've been wanting, right? It's for the Padres to go on a run. I think they were 8 and 2 at some point here in these last 10 games, or maybe that was the Red Sox I was thinking about. But they're winning a lot of games here recently. Obviously, the Nats series, this series, we'll see what happens in Texas. They've been able to beat good teams, the Braves, the Dodgers this year. The Red Sox are over 500, and they had Tanner Houck, their best starter, on the mound today, and look what the Padres did. So there is talent in this lineup. There is talent on this pitching staff. AJ Preller, according to Kevin Acee, is looking for a frontline reliever, so one of those high leverage relievers before the deadline, which is still, what, a month away. So we still got time there. The draft obviously is, I think, the main focus for a lot of GMs right now and front offices. So we'll see once we get past that. But just a fun day at the yard, fun day, watching on the couch here in San Diego. But a fun day at the yard at Fenway for those Padres players and for people like Jackson Merrill's mom and Jackson Merrill's just parents and family, those that came to watch Jackson play. Just again, it's a fun story, an amazing story here.